going on, Moon Gang? I'm gonna do a quick little Doge update. It's what's been happening since yesterday. Since I was so bored, stock market's down for 2 days. So what did I do? I bought some Bitcoin. I bought some Dogecoin. So the first thing I did, I went on Cash App and I sunk 14K into Bitcoin. Right? So I spent 14. I'm gonna pull up my account here just so we can see it live. Now Cash App does have a fee. So I put in 14 and I got 13.8 and change, right? So I'm actually sitting right about where I started on Bitcoin. You can see right here. Whoa, there it is. That's my Cash App, right? So it's doing okay. It's really floating right there. And I'm going to pull up the chart too. And just so we can see why I ended up buying it. I could have waited, but man, I was just excited. Crushed it on Friday. Just want to crush it again on Bitcoin. So here's our Bitcoin chart. This is on a 30-minute interval. And I bought yesterday at about here, right? So it was, let's see, so right about there. Just under 51,000. And it was looking very bullish uptrend. And then overnight kind of tanked back down to 49. I wish I had bought in at 49. That'd been great. But it is what it is. And now it's on a slightly tail end of the George W. And hopefully we can see this considerable bull flag form. On the 1 hour, the chart looks bullish. It really does. Now, unless we get a W like this, where it just kind of goes up and tankers back down, I think that the overselling of Bitcoin is done. I do. I'm going to believe that. I also bought Bitcoin, so that's why I'm going to say it. So there's that part of it, right? I think it's going to be okay. That's what I'm going with. I'm not really that worried about it. Once again, I'm only going to hold it till Monday because stocks, right? I want to put more money in stocks, and I don't know. Maybe Bitcoin goes up like 8 or 9%. But there's some big stock things happening this week. There's some earnings calls, and there's some hype. So I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of this reversal. I don't know if Bitcoin, maybe it'll see like 50 to 64,000, which would be a pretty sizable gain. So it wouldn't be the worst idea to leave it in there, but it's not near as exciting to me. So that's where my Bitcoin is at 24 hours later, right? Just over 24 hours later, and I'm sitting, actually I'm probably almost into the profit zone for this one because I bought in, like I said, right about 51,000. Just under. So that's where that's at. Second thing I did is I went and I bought me some freaking Dogecoin. I already own Dogecoin, but I bought more Dogecoin. I'm going to pull up my Robinhood account here. Give me 1 second so we can see what that did. Now with Doge, I bought it on Robinhood, which normally I buy it on Voyager, but I happen to have a decent little chunk of money in Robinhood that was just going to sit there anyway. So why not throw some at Doge? So let me pull this guy up here. What? Let me just add this window. Give me 1 second, folks. Portfolio, bam. All right. So there it is. There's my Doge, right? This is my Robinhood. I'm just going to click it over and then make this a little bigger for you. Now, I bought Doge. Originally, I put $1,400 in yesterday, and it was at about 23.236 or so is what I ended up buying in at. And then I set a sell limit before I went to bed, right? So I was like, man, I'm just going to put a sell limit on it. If it gets to like 25.5, I'm just going to sell it because the changes haven't been too drastic, right? Like when we look at the actual chart, the ups and downs have been a little bit less than, a few percent. So I was like, you know what? Let's just see if we can just scalp a little bit off of it. So I did. And I woke up at like 3 in the morning, let the dog out, and I was like, oh, shoot, it's sold. So I was up. My account was up. I started off with 1880 or something like that, or 1840 in my Robinhood account. It wasn't a sizable amount, but it was something, right? So let's pull this back up. So I sold it. I'm at 1991 now, so I'm still up for the day, $83 on the day. And I bought it again. So, it sold at 2.5 and it was trading at like 2.8 or something. It was 2.7 something, 2.7 and change. So I was like, you know what? I was looking at the chart. I was like, oh, wake it up. I'm just doing this. I'm like, you know what? It still looks pretty bullish. So let's buy it again. So I did. I bought in, and I'm sitting right here at like 2.745. I think is what my actual order was. I'll just got a peek at it. I think that's about where it was at. But the chart looked quite bullish. So I'm like, you know what? Let's run it. I mean, we still got Saturday and Sunday, and man, maybe it'll just happen. Let me see where. Yep, 2.74. That's what I purchased it at. So it's right where I bought it at the moment. And you can see it went up a little bit. I'm just going to pop this chart up. This flag here is also quite bullish. This is on the 5-minute, the 30-minute. It just had a little stumble, but it's still going up. And I'm thinking maybe it'll get to that 30-cent mark or that 31-cent mark over the weekend. And I set my sell limit at 30 cents. And you know what? If it does, awesome. If it doesn't and it's at like 2.9, I'm still gonna sell because I'm gonna use that money in stock market this week. I'm gonna play probably options with my Robinhood account. But it would be cool to end my stomp day on Friday at like $1,800 and then make another 200 or 250 bucks over the weekend in Doge, which is what I've said in my other videos. Like, I get holding Doge long term. If you bought in like really low, I understand. If you're buying it in at this point, then your best bet is probably just to try to scalp these 5 and 10% swings, because I mean it costs a little bit. Like in Voyager, it doesn't cost anything. Well, I tell you, it probably costs a couple pennies. It's not expensive. If I were to do a trade in Voyager, it's very low. But when you're buying it in Robinhood, there's definitely a premium to purchasing these coins. So, if you swing those trades, you can do okay. 5% here, 10% there, and just slowly stack your account. I think that's a solid play. Now, if Doge makes some crazy run up, then sure, hold on to that. But in the meantime, it's going to take some serious movement to get this thing to spike like it ever spiked before, because it's already at 27 cents. So that's where I'm at right now. Totally for the weekend, I would say it's cost me about $100 to play this game. And that's only because it cost me so much to buy Bitcoin on Cash App. But like I said, once Bitcoin really breaks like 52,000, I'm in the clear. I'm already up on Doge. And if Bitcoin hits like 52,000 over the weekend, I'm definitely in the clear. I mean, I'm really close to break even at where it's sitting right now. And that's where we're at. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. And tonight is UFC 261, and I plan on doing a fight companion. Haven't quite decided how I'm going to set it up yet, but we're going to have Julia and Jacob over here. And hopefully less craziness with the children running around. But I'm going to move this stuff out in the living room. We're going to watch the fights. We're going to talk about the fights. We're going to eat some wings, drink some beer, have a good old time. So join in the podcast for that. Live chat. Might even Zoom some folks in. So until next time, I hope you guys are making some money. And I'll do an update tomorrow as well on where my crypto journey for the weekend has led me. Till then, I'll see you guys later.